All right, here with Mark Pearson, the Coaches Education Program. Talk a little bit about your experience so far, what you've been under.
Well, it's been a little while since I was at or watched a World Championship event, so I thought that it would be, and I did that as a spectator, you know. So when I saw this program, I thought I would jump right in, and it'd be a great opportunity to just be a part of a USA team going overseas. So. I've been trying to get into this program for about 3 years, trying to do it. It just hasn't worked with my schedule. So this year, I teach at a place called the Hill School in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, and it's always cut into the teaching year. So this year, I was able to work it into my schedule, so I'm not really missing teaching time. So I jumped on the opportunity to come over here, and my school supported me in coming over here. I believe in the professional development, especially for coaching. I think that you have to be actively involved in all aspects of coaching, and not just technique. There's so much more to coaching than just the technical aspect. So, here I am.
So what have you been able to pick up on, learn from, just over the few days that you've been here?
It's interesting just watching the interaction of the coaches and the athletes during the competition and afterwards. We watch them up there on the stage, and then as they come off and walk by the bleachers, it's a little bit different demeanor from the different countries. So that's been interesting to watch.
For anyone else who would think about this, what would you say actually doing this experience is like? Why should you do it? Why should you want to develop yourself in this way?
I think it's important to be able to have some contact with wrestling at its highest level. And so I coach at a high school. These are the best junior wrestlers in the world. Many of them are going to go from this stage right into the senior world level and have success. So it's interesting seeing how accomplished the wrestlers are at this level.
Coming to an international event, big international event, you've been to one before, but seeing these interactions, seeing these coaches, being in the culture like this, what does that give for you as a coach? Coming outside of America to learn.
It just broadens your whole perspective of wrestling. You really realize that even though we're in folk style a lot of the time in the United States, that you're really a part of a broader culture, in the world. I mean, wrestling is an important sport in a lot of these countries, so sort of widens your horizon a lot.
Tell me what the favorite part of your trip has been, with this group of guys. What have you enjoyed the most about it?
I've just enjoyed working with my fellow coaches in the program and just talking about what they do in their programs. We get to talk a little bit with the coaches of the actual coaches of the teams, and that's good. But really, just hanging out with our fellow coaches, and from all over the country, hearing about how they run practices, how they prepare their athletes, their just general approaches to coaching. That's been really helpful and enjoyable too.
Do you have any final thoughts or anything you'd like to share from your experience?
It's a great experience. It's fun. It really gets you involved in and enthusiastic about wrestling. So I recommend it.